Okay, now that I got everything set up, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start building the project. And the first thing I want to do is I want to look at the specs. And I can see here under the layout that it's a fixed centered layout. And it says right here, this means that the page will be of a fixed size and centered in the browser window. Okay, so I know that I have to have a fixed size and center it in the browser window, but I don't know what the fixed size is because I don't have it here. But that's okay, I'm just going to get something to get started with. Also, if I look over here on my Perfect Pixel, if I look at my screenshot, I can see that I have this picture up here and some text, and so this is pretty much going to be my header. So I want to at least get started with seeing what I can do about setting that up too. So I'm going to close that. I'm going to come over to my HTML page, and I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this content goes here because I don't need that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a div with the ID of wrapper. And if you see me writing something a little bit cryptic here, and then it becomes the HTML, it's just because I'm using something called Emmet to save a little bit of time. And then inside the wrapper, I'm going to create my first div, which is my header div. And I'm just going to leave things alone just like that. Just starting with my very basic, here's my wrapper, it's going to contain all my elements, and then of course here's my header element. So I come over here, and if I refresh my page, the content is gone. And what I'm going to do is I want to see where my wrapper is because I can't see it right now because I don't have any way for it to be displayed. So I'm going to make another comment named wrapper. I'm going to come in here. I'm going to start with my ID, and what I'll do is I'll do a border of 1 pixel solid black, just so I can see it. I'm going to give it a width. Well, I don't know what the width is, so I'm going to guess at 1000 pixels just for a starting point. I can always change it later. And I'm going to give it a height of, say, 300 pixels, just to, so I can kind of see this rectangle. So this is my web page. This is my fixed web page. Now the only thing I have to do is center it on the window, or on the browser window. So that's just margin and 0 auto. Okay. Now this isn't all that fascinating right now, but the thing is I can see where my web page is going to be. I can see it centered. I also can see that all my CSS is working. And so the next thing I want to do is I want to focus on that header image. But before I do that, I want to make sure to save what I've done. So I'm going to go ahead and save my CSS right there. And just as a double check, I'm going to come over here, look at my CSS, and make sure I have it saved here, which I do. So I'm in pretty good shape. Again, I can see where my page is going to be, and now what I want to do is I want to work on my header, and we'll work on that next.